Are the sessions you watch similar to what you imagine a counseling session to be? Why or why not? Yes. When I think of traditional psychotherapy, talk based therapy, and what we're reading about in these chapters, this is more or less what I expect from a session like this. Um, my personal experience with therapy, most of it has been in group context, in mostly men's workspaces, where there's been a lot of embodiment work, a lot of like getting into the body, a lot of trust built in the container. And so when someone is taking their turn and sharing in the center of the circle or whatever on the mat, working with the facilitator one on one, the types of charges and emotions in the spaces that I'm used to working in a therapeutic sense tend to be a lot bigger, a lot stronger. And so watching these videos is helpful because I know that I will do one-on-one client work, although I fully intend to specialize in group work with young men and adults, Makua. I know that I'll do one-on-one sessions. I know that a lot of these skills are deeply foundational and deeply important. They all, as far as like their basic attending skills. They both of these therapists, they did a great job. I love they were both. I'm not going to get too much into it, but their general warmth, their care, just seeing two different styles is already really helpful. Just to see what happens in more. To me, these type of sessions seem like the more mundane, the day-to-day things that people are really working. They feel more incremental. It's definitely in a much slower volume turn down sort of pacing that I'm used to, just because of the nature of the therapeutic spaces I've been in. So it is helpful. It is helpful to learn the pacing and the kind of the call and response, just getting used to the Socratic method of creating open-ended, establishing trust, and really the art. And I have my own critiques of these therapists. The art of truly embodied empathy and real genuineness, which which I will cite in by Dick Kaiser and Eliot, in their Empathy and Psychotherapy, a Dialogue and Embodied Understanding. Just the importance of the art form of being really genuine and using all of these techniques, and so that it doesn't come off robotic, because they are strategies and techniques that you're employing as a professional, but that it comes from a really rooted, kind, caring place that's embodied.